Hey, this is Grunstar, and today I'm looking at Riffer version 3 from AudioModern. I really don't mess around with this one this much, but something said that there was a new version, and when I looked, I think I have the newest version, so I think it was wrong or incorrect. But I haven't messed with this in a while. I forgot I own it, so I'm gonna mess with it today. What Riffer does is it's supposed to kind of help you make melodies or just put on notes, but I find it to be a little bit more random, chaotic than the other tools that do the same type of thing. Like Melody Sauce will put something kind of within a rhythm or within something that sounds actually really good. This one throws them all over the place, and it has a lot of ways to do that. It is really, really awesome for putting out probably chaos, and I'll show you here. If I hit the button, it just does this. Now I have a battery loaded for some kind of beat behind it, so if you're hearing a beat, that's not Riffer. The sound that Riffer's playing is the piano, so I got this augmented grand piano from Arturia up. And so what you're hearing in there should be the piano. In fact, I think I need to boost it a bit because I think it's a little low on the mix. That sounds okay. One of the... hopefully I'm not too screaming too much. One of the issues is that there's not a lot of VST host style parameters that you can mess around with this, but you can mess with stuff through the MIDI learning process. So you can hit learn, and then you can have something from your MIDI, so like your CCs and stuff like that, kind of mess with stuff on here. So if I wanted to put in a CC value that messes with this right there, I could have it learn if I wanted to, or I could just do it manually. But if I wanted to use like the Bitwig style of doing it, I would have to send a CC message over to be able to automate it. One of the cool things about it is it has multiple polyphony notes. So basically you can have several different patterns and it will play different, you could get it to play different octaves. So this will be like my bass notes. This will be my higher notes. Density allows you to stutter effect, so it means it tries to play it a lot. Of course, velocity, if I want to mess with the velocity, I can. It allows it for randomization, so it can bring up and down if your instrument is velocity sensitive in whatever ways that you want it to be. This would be really helpful. And again, chaotic, randomize, and then duration. Again, you can randomize and make it chaotic if you want. Currently, there's only max system notes. Of course, you can put it into any scale. So if I wanted in C major scale, it'll write to it. If I wanted to D major or D minor or D Dorian or Mixolydian. You can move up and down the notes. I don't know if it stays in the scale. I don't think, well, no, you can stay in the scale. That's actually really cool because if I move it around, the notes kind of move around into the scale that it needs to happen. I'm moving my mouse wheel. That's these things right here, so I can move it up and down so I can see more notes or less notes. Yeah, little presets. That's kind of cool. Like I said, though, it gets chaotic after a while. Produces something really cool for a little bit, but I think it's meant to be able to, like, probably write to something in it and then edit it a little bit later to get something a little bit more fully focused. So I'm in D minor. Let me mess around a little bit more and bring in the chords so I can get a little bit better sound. Of course, I have the maybe something else. I think it's pretty cool between the percussion, the drums, the bass, or the snares and the bass, and the couple of things that are going on. The augmented grand that goes in and out, uses the curves here just to give it a little bit of difference between the 16 bars. The range 6 on the pigments gives it an ultra chill. And then that bass line that I barely remember anymore. I think that's what it turned into, is be a deeper, bigger, different kick than the kick that's happening. So it's more like a every bar kick or something. Either way, ultimately cool. I kind of lost my way into what I was originally doing or messing around with, which is Riffer, which allowed me to create something a little chaotic and then something a little cool at the end there. I think I like it. Oh, I don't think I like it. I know I like it. I hope you like it as well. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Riffer is pretty cool for like I said, totally chaotic or random type of things. I don't think it follows much of any rules musically, and that probably what could make it cool, because basically it'll give you a whole bunch of different random stuff based upon arbitrary rule sets like keys and duration, velocity, kind of stuff like that allow you to get a smattering of different stuff. You could use it to feed into other MIDI tools, kind of like Scalar, like I was doing in a couple earlier videos, or have it feed into Remedy or Re-MIDI, that have it feed into that and then have it trigger different notes and phrases that you want based upon whatever's triggering here, and then go between the keys and then doing it. Also, you can have it doing that way. It's not bad. Hope you loved the video. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much for listening, and I will catch you later.